What's up, everybody? Corey Samples here, Red Dirt Reptiles. Nice to see y'all again. Thank you for tuning in. So I shot a video earlier, and I thought I'd do one more, just talking about monitor taming. One of the things I mentioned in the last video was allowing them to be up high and interacting with them on their safe zone. I had somebody ask me, though, before I could even post that video, what's your number one easiest tip? Well, there's a lot of them, and every monitor is different as to how you were going to approach it and how you were going to tame it, but I can tell you that the basis behind taming is relatively the same for each one. So my number one go-to, and this is directly out of the box, y'all, before they even get into their enclosure, this is the route I'm going: water. Interacting with them in the tub. Now, as you can see up here in the background, I've got stuff pulled up to where she can't get out and climb the wall like she usually does. So right now she's a little all over the place in my tub because she's used to being able to get out. However, this is my basic way of interacting with them right off the bat. Because right off the bat, they're not going to want to come out of the water. They're going to want to stay away from you as much as possible, swim all over the place. So what I do is I just dangle my arm in the water, and I allow them to swim around me and see that I'm no threat. And eventually, you're going to have what's happening right now, which is my Java female starting to crawl up me. And once that happens, when you go to do that right there, you may end up with them jumping off into the water again, still trying to collect and earn trust. However, when that happens, you just put your arm back in there. And again, see, I put my arm back in there with her this time, but she doesn't want to come off because we've built that trust. She knows I'm a safe haven. She knows I'm a safe barrier. So, she still gets a little nervous. We have a little bit of throat puffing right here because she's not understanding why it is that there's no way for her to climb out. Because usually there is. Usually there is that way. But this is how I start my interactions. And even with her, this is how I started interacting. I started in the water. Allowing yourself to start in the water, let them climb on you, and move your hand around like so, allows them to get used to the fast movements as well. Being fast movements in general. I don't do fast movements when I'm holding because that allows them to freak out. What I do is when they're off and on me like this, I move around at normal speed. I want them to get used to the movements. However, that being said, we're talking about step one, monitor taming, and this is the route to go. This is the route to go. Water, a bathtub. Monitors feel safe in the water. They feel like they're hiding even though they aren't. So it's a great opportunity to build some trust and some interaction time. This monitor has only been here for right at 3 weeks at my house, and the interaction and trust built between us is impeccable. But it's because of how I'm doing it. It's because I'm letting her choose the time frame in which this goes down. I'm not forcing it. You cannot do that. Now, I can restrict her in some aspects on where she can and can't go, but for the most part, I'm letting her choose how we deal with each other, how we interact with each other. And that's a major part. You can't force it. You have to be patient, allow them to make the choices for you. All I can do is sit here and be a good host until the trust is gained. Once the trust is gained, then it's game on to really start working in, hands-on working in and taming on your monitor. But to get to that point, to get to where I'm at right now, which is at that point of really building solid trust, you have to build a solitary thread system. And, I have to say, I have a lot of knowledge on what it takes to tame these guys now and to handle them and make them just the sweetest little things. But none of that came without proper research and talking to handlers who have been doing it before me, keepers that have been doing it before me. Major shout out to my buddy Derek McKinley. He goes by Minion King on Facebook if you ever want to look him up. Major shout out to this guy because without him I wouldn't have the knowledge basis that I do today. I wouldn't have, and I wouldn't even say it's that extensive, but I wouldn't be learning the way I am today. This guy has put me in some really good positions with my own monitors, has given me some just outstanding advice. And if he didn't know the answer, he was real upfront to be able to say, hey, I don't know, but know somebody who does, could give me an answer, could get me an answer. And he's put me in contact with a lot of great people in this industry within the reptile world itself. And that in itself has paid dividends, allowing me to talk to other keepers that are serious about this, that are serious about the passion behind it, serious about the conservation of the animals, and serious about the health and quality of the animals. I'm up for all of that. So it's really been great to have somebody who could put you in contact with somebody like that, which has been a numerous amount of people. John and Dragon Jr. from Sin Container, Anthony Sains from Reptiles by Sains, Derek McKinley from Addiction Reptiles. Just all really great people that are more than willing to answer questions and bend over backwards to help you if you're willing to take the advice. That's got to be the thing. I've noticed a lot of people ask questions, when they get the answer, they don't like hearing it, and then they move on about their business. No, I've been one of the lucky ones who understands if I'm making a mistake and wants to be transparent and let everybody else know. Sorry, she jumped off my hand right there. And let everybody else know what's going on. So, again, shout out to at least those three guys for all the help you've given me throughout my time with my monitors. And I look forward to much more advice. If you guys have any questions, these guys are some of the best to hit up. Or myself, you're welcome to hit me up as well. If I don't know an answer, I know someone who can get you an answer. But back to what I was saying, taming. All about timing and patience and letting them come to you. Again, big thing is working with them in the water. Major chill pill. So, if you got any questions, feel free to ask. Comment down below. Make sure to subscribe and like the videos. And thank y'all for tuning in for monitor taming tip. This is Corey from Red Dirt Reptiles. Thank y'all for tuning in.